There's a quiet satisfaction that comes from looking up at the sky and knowing what's about to happen. Not checking an app, not asking anyone, just glancing upward and thinking, yes, that's rain later. It's not dramatic knowledge. You're not forecasting storms or issuing warnings. It's more subtle than that. The colour of the clouds, the way the light looks a bit tired, the stillness that creeps in before the air changes its mind. You don't announce it loudly, you just mention it casually, almost as an aside, and when it happens, that's the moment. The rain arrives exactly when you expected it to, or the sun holds on just long enough to prove you right. You don't celebrate, you don't even smile much, but inside there's a small contained thrill. A quiet yes. What makes it better is that no one really notices. They'll say something like, "Oh, it's turned, hasn't it?" And you'll nod as if this was all inevitable. You don't mention that you knew half an hour ago purely from the way the sky looked. That knowledge is for you. At some point, this becomes part of your identity. You start trusting the sky more than the forecast. You'll glance outside before leaving the house. Adjust a coat, choose shoes accordingly. It feels sensible, earned, almost wise. And when you do get it wrong, which does happen, you don't mind too much, because the act of looking up, of paying attention, feels grounding in itself. You're part of the day, not just reacting to it. So next time you step outside, pause for a moment, look at the clouds, the light, the way the air feels. If you get it right, enjoy the quiet satisfaction, and if you don't, well, at least you notice the sky, and that, somehow, feels like a win too. You're listening to adulting without urgency, nothing to focus on, nothing to fix, just some quiet thoughts in the background. You know, at some point in life, comfort stops being optional. It stops being nice to have and becomes non-negotiable. Shoes that pinch, gone. Jackets that restrict movement, gone. Socks that make your toes question their existence, gone. You start picking things, not because they look good, but because they feel right. And here's the fun part, you start defending it. You walk into a shop with a new jacket in your hand, and someone gives you that look, the one that silently says, "That's not very stylish." And you just smile because, in your head, it's perfect. Perfect for bending, stretching, sitting, reaching for tea without complaining. Perfect for living style. That's negotiable comfort. That's sacred. You even find yourself giving little speeches to friends, sometimes out loud, sometimes just in your own head. I'd rather enjoy my evening than strangle myself in skinny jeans. And strangely, people stop arguing after a while. They see the calm in your movements, the lack of wincing, the quiet satisfaction. You've won without trying, simply by choosing to exist comfortably. And the best part, it's contagious. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, your friends start noticing. They begin to respect the chair you pick, the shoes you wear, the scarf you wrap around your neck. Comfort has a kind of understated authority. So next time someone questions your choices, the relaxed shoes, the soft jumper, the perfectly sagging sofa spot, just smile and let them watch. Because you're not just choosing comfort, you're mastering it. And frankly, that's a victory worth celebrating quietly every single day.